What does it sound like if you talk into both?
What do you mean?
This microphone as well.
Oh, hi.
Well, it's not on. Yeah. Okay.
That's revenge for everyone making fun of me at the
2.
Why is it taken out on me?
the most.
And 5. Dark on the bottom, normal dragon on the top.
I mean, you tried to take the shit out of my biology degree the other week, so...
What? No,
It's
I
happening.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
All I said was
Guys, the Jeej corner.
that I should that me eating small amounts of poison will make me strong.
Just by increasing your immune system.
And
Yep.
all the
No.
all the
No.
types have been pasted.
Maybe all this sleep problems is from me slowly increasing my immune system.
Increasing.
This is an incredible revelation.
Who is on your team? I'm curious.
I'm just following milk and apples.
I have no Pokemon that make moo milk. I say make.
Squirtle,
Collect?
Eevee. What?
Oh, just the adjustment from make to collect.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh, interesting. Not
Yeah.
who I expected.
Yeah.
All of the Pokemon have ears that are like up.
On my team.
Yeah.
Ah.
All
Yeah,
of them have the same ears.
We're the ear boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am a modern day Andre the Giant.
That's a bold statement.
But it's Blake the not giant. Blake the short one. It's a re-evolution of something from the original 151.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that there's a Charizard like guaranteed in this, so I would be trying to get it. I'd be doing some guessing.
We do still have one box break with another prize as well. I believe a second spot in the jungle break, so hop in if you have any interest. 9 spots left.
I know. All up to Cheech. And still my
Ooh,
sunshine.
oh, we got a Ninetales Secret Aura and a Tyranitar EX.
I mean, if anyone should be sitting, it should be G.
I can get you a chair. I can get you a stool.
Oh, I'm sure we should figure something out. Send me a message. We probably have a lot of them.
Did you like the croc joke? It was, biologically accurate, I guess. I liked that it wasn't about chickens. Or Koraidon EX.
Oh yeah, there's a new product to show you as well.
Ooh.
That's Marvel Masterpieces.
No.
Quite similar to Allure.
Nope, that's not where they go. There we go.
Facey.
And here you were saying, don't message me on other platforms.
No, not my Facebook. You messaged me on Facebook, you got nothing but Cherry Facebook.
Thank you.
Oh, folding chair. I have about 5 boxes.
You can make it work.
I want a pogo stick on it.
Poker stick. We have a Clefairy Secret Aura. Oh, and a River Room EX.
Oh, perfect. Look at that. That chair was made for that table.
That sounded like it was about to collapse.
Oh, that's so rude.
Oh, that's a gold card. Oh, it's an artisan. I do like that card. Mm.
What the hell is that?
What?
I don't know what that post is.
I don't know, but it looks pretty.
Yeah.
I didn't know it until I pulled one yesterday, and I was like, oh, I guess it's cool. The classic thing when you're opening cards.
The new Miriam. Yeah, no one knows she exists because she was locked in the school.
Yeah, I remember trying to make a joke about that on social media. I was like, haha, how Miriam looks at you when you skip her side quest. And everyone was like, what side quest?
Wait, the saucy nurse has a side quest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, BRB, go on to finish the side quests. Ooh.
I don't know, man. Geez, what are you doing this weekend?
Editing and writing. Yeah. What about you, Blake?
Just trying to get through it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you, Heather?
Making magic carp.
Ah.
I don't know if this is the same Heather I know.
Why?
A week out?
I know. I started this 2 weeks out.
Have
So
you got-
something's gonna go really wrong.
Have you got everything else ready?
No. Nothing's ready.
Have you got everything else started?
No. Like, I've done bits and pieces, don't get me wrong. Most of the 3D printing's done, so that's good, because that's sort of the...
Scary bit.
Yeah, and then the, like, structural bits of foam are mostly done. Why am I opening... What am I doing?
Yeah, you have someone to do that for you.
Yeah. I was like, why are we both opening cards?
Blake, do you play EPL Fantasy?
I'm considering it just to beat Magda because the prize is an invite to Magda's family Easter this year. Or next year.
Ice cube, EX.
So I'm considering doing it and winning.
Take care, Magda.
Oh, 5 p.m. show. Lucky.
Oh, we got another rhyme.
You're so cool.
She's so cool. She's like the cool aunt I never had.
Wait, what? How's everyone getting invite to Magda's family Easter except me?
Missing out.
Yeah.
Just like how everyone didn't laugh at your joke.
No, don't bring that back up. Oh.
Is this the biology thing again? Or the licking the paint?
No, I was actually going to say, oh, but did you know who did get invited? And then I forgot who it was that repeated your joke.
You mean Bill?
Bill! Yeah, I bet Bill got invited.
Oh. That's a savage beating. Oh my god. That was an unmitigated disaster for Blake.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, wow.
That's fair. Look, I've been talking all day, so...
That is true.
At some
It's
point you
hard,
run
isn't
out
it?
of topics.
Bullying people is an easy outlet. Are you streaming tonight?
Yes. Well, no. We're doing a Barbie watch-along.
Okay, at least you have to talk.
Ice Cube EX. I almost was going to stream, and I was like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Which is why my streaming career ended as soon as it started.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't just go, I talk all week.
Yeah, it's too hard. It's okay, half of them were already on the ground.
Oh, good. What's up, buddy? How can I help you?
Go back.
What?
Go back. Go back.
In the VIP thing.
What is it?
The VIP thing. The VIP thing near the light.
Yeah, up here.
Go, please. Show me it. Is it a good one?
I don't know how to tell you what.
Well, you have to guess.
You
How do you
should-
tell if any pack is...
You should open it and find out.
Thank you so much.
You should open it and find out.
Are you good?
Ooh, it's a Pidgeotto! Secret art rare. Yeah, except this I'm a bully myself. Weird. With a little boy Ninetales, added codes cruel EX.
Oh, I'm fine. Apples, you little dickheads. I'm in trouble for the next meal. You know when you've got like 0 ingredients and you're just like,
Yes. That like double max thing that happened at the end of last week killed my ingredient stash.
And yeah, and then like you'll, because like it can get up to like 60.
Yeah, I was so excited too. I was like, oh my god, finally I can make really big meals. And then I was like immediately screwed.
Yes. Oh, I made one and now I have, oh, sorry.
Yeah, now it's gone. Watching for the first time? Welcome in, Tuzly. Wait. Julie? Yes. I'm wearing glasses, but they're not doing much today.
People have already started talking about this year's 24-hour stream, and I just want to jump into an ocean.
I don't know how that... Because other people I know that do 24-hour sleep streams actually go to sleep.
Yeah, not me.
But like, and so when I asked people, I was like, do you stream for 24 hours or do you like go to sleep and keep streaming? Do you like stream yourself sleeping? Like what, like how does it work? And they were like, okay, well you take a sleep, but you know, you try and make it short or whatever, and then you like make up the time as like extra afterwards. And I was like, oh, okay, that's reasonable. That makes sense.
Not a cherry.
Nah. That's like overtime and a half.
It's for charity though.
That's fair. It's all for a good cause.
Yeah. But last year we did it Friday to Saturday, and that was the best choice I have ever made.
Yeah.
Because usually I'd do it Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, and then you have to come to work the next
Yeah.
day? Yeah. I can see why that would be a bad decision.
One of the first times I ever did it, I felt great after leaving the stream, and then I got home, sat on the couch, and it's like a truck had just driven through my living room and hit me.
Oops. Oh, there's a gold card in here. That's a Chari. That's a Chari. There we go. That means we have to have a silver one coming up. Where can we watch streams on Twitch and YouTube? Nice. There is Pokemon is there's a lot, but I think most people get attached to like a couple of them, and then that's all you need to know. You just need to know that you like those, and then you're sorted. Well, Maridon EX. And the people I've seen stay up for full 24-hour streams have been like bigger streamers, celebs that stream.
Bigger
Yes.
than who? Me?
How dare you? I think I know, because that's like what, just like Ludwig do stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, this is our 3rd year in a row doing, no, it's 4th. 25.
Oh no, so now it's a tradition, you can't back out.
Yeah.
Glamora EX.
Yeah, no, and every year it's been me and Dale.
Oh my god, that's our first Gloom secret art rare we've seen today. Hell yes, I love it. Big, like, psychedelic vibes. Amazing.
What are we at? It was nearly 100,000 last year. That was 75 the year before that, and then
Oh my
25 the year before
God.
that. Yeah.
Do you do it for the same charity each year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just came up wishing tree too.
Mhm.
Because kids need children.
Cherry is obviously both the biggest streamer and a celeb for real. I love that it is just Cherry.
Yeah.
Cherry is.
That-
Not any
that's-
individual person.
That's how you know that it's just lying, not being able to name you by name.
It's G, right?
What?
Where's that truck?
Is it warm today? I mean, it's warm in here, but I don't think that's a
Yeah,
reflection
it's
of the
always
outdoor.
god-ass damn warm. He's also in Queensland, where like weather doesn't get below 14 degrees.
I mean, last time I was in Queensland, they were having like a, whatever the opposite of a cold wave is. No, whatever the opposite of a heat wave is.
A cold wave?
A cold wave? They were having a cold wave, which was really inconvenient because I was going up for 2 weeks to snorkel for 2 weeks doing science shit, so we were kind of cold, but it's fine.
How is everything you do so cool?
Because I like cool stuff.
That is true.
Yeah. I only did it because I like fish. And it let me get credits without having to do a boring science subject that I wasn't interested
That
in.
is true.
And it's at EX. And there happened to be this like thing that let me do literally exactly what I wanted to do. And I was like, oh, yes, let's go. Shut up and take my money. And then they took more money than I was expecting them to, and it was really sad. But it's fine.
God, every time I watch my hex index, I just want to throw myself
Aw.
off. Get that train back here.
What did you study?
Law?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That could have been a lawyer.
What were you thinking about specialising in?
Just whichever one screwed over the little man the most.
Ooh.
You know, just real piece of shit areas.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Everyone always wants to do criminal law, but then my morals got in the way.
I feel like a lot of people want to get into criminal law as well. And I think, well, because my mum used to be a lawyer, and then she quit and became an aromatherapist. So I feel like that says a lot about law.
That is like the biggest swap.
Yes. And like she was a aromatherapist, so like, you know, she wasn't doing the doTERRA crap. Like,
She wasn't just selling
no.
$4 incense
She
for
was
$8.
no. And she made a bunch of her own products and stuff, but she used to do commercial law, and that's apparently where the money is, but it's so boring.
Yes.
Hound or Secret Arrow?
I just got so fed up with lawyers, the most of all. Which is
So
why
fair.
I see how, like, and I'm not saying lawyers are bad people, but if your mum had a shredded agency, that's why she went to aromatherapy. One of the most helpful things.
Well, I think she said she thinks she would have loved to do it if she made it into family law, because you get to see, like, the benefits of
Yes.
your actions, but commercial law is just, like, petty crap between giant companies. Like, nothing's very fun. It's all just meh.
And the like other lawyers can be so bad.
Yeah. There's some of those industries where people are just, like, toxic. Oh, another Charizard, but the little boy this time. I'm gonna have to fully be on the A game to defend. I think there's a lot to be said about, like, being reliable and good at your job as well. And I think proactive was a big thing as well, because a lot of the time, if you want to do good, you're just gonna have to do it. Or Pidgeot EX. And also sharks are good. Don't use sharks as a docks dish. I don't know, something.
What is the word?
Insult.
What is it? There's a word though that starts with dis. That's it.
Yeah. Sharks are cool. I like them.
Oh, that is exactly what they do as well. I'm a big believer in aromatherapy because I know how good it feels when you have like a nice bath and everything smells nice. I know that's almost the lowest tier of aromatherapy.
I mean, there are like particular scents that like relax you
Yeah.
or calm you. Certain oils that if you apply them like topically can help with like healing or particular skin problems, but it gets problematic when people who are not qualified start being like, oh, you should ingest this, because you shouldn't be ingesting essential oils. When you use them on your skin, it's in tiny amounts, like,
It's how you build genetics.
no,
How you build genetics.
no.
The microphone is actually closer to Heather than I come forward. I'm not going to whisper into that.
I'm gonna whisper into the monitor.
Hey, it's fine to drink a little oil as a treat.
No.
A little bit of toxic oil is okay as a treat.
Don't do that, please.
Just drink
No.
canola oil. Just
No.
drink it. Canola oil shots. Just do it.
Canola oil. I mean, it's better than palm oil, so like.
That's true.
But like, don't come back here and complain.
Just drink the palm oil.
Don't do it.
Beat up a gorilla to take his palm oil. Or as the orangutan, isn't it? Beat up an orangutan and take his palm oil.
Oh
Just
God.
Just as a little treat.
Oh God.
It boosts your immune system.
Don't. I still can't get over all of the Manuka honey shit. I just.
What's wrong with Manuka honey?
It wasn't what's wrong with Manuka honey. It's what's wrong with people buying Manuka honey. Because it's so expensive, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a hard type of honey to get. It's like you can only get it, like it can only be made in like New Zealand and like a couple of spots in Australia.
Yes.
Renowned for all of these health benefits, yeah?
Yeah.
All of these health benefits.
Yes.
All of these health benefits are based on situations where you apply it topically. So if you have a wound and you put the honey on it, it can help heal it. If you ingest Manuka honey, it destroys anything that would help you. So if you like the taste of it, then that's great. Like, go for your life, buy expensive honey. But unless you're going to put it on your skin, there is no benefit to like buying it.
I'm going to fly up to Ballina right now and bash my mum. She worked for a Manuka honey job. She sent me all this beautiful honey. She did their admin stuff, so it could have been a lawnmower company for all I care. But she sent me all this honey stuff, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Manuka honey. I got like hundreds of dollars in Manuka honey for free. And I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And I'm there, I'm having honey on toast. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, this must be
You're like,
doing good.
health!
I'm so healthy. I'm doing little shots of palm oil and Manuka honey at the same time, just feeling great.
So yeah, no, there's definitely health benefits if you put it on stuff. But if you eat it, you're not healthy, you're just eating honey.
That's so fucked up. Mum, if you're watching, I'm coming.
But this is why, like, communicating science and, like, reading those studies and things is so important. Because if you take something out of context, so easy to make it say whatever you want.
Oh yeah. No, my mum never wants famous benefits. She's just like, I get free honey, do you want some?
I mean, honestly, free honey, I'd
Yeah.
take it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I was like, yes?
My mum used to get beeswax from a local company
Oh, that's cool.
for some of her stuff. So she used to get some of like the really cool local honey too.
Oh.
And they'd give her like little honey samples. So good.
Well, I love going out to like country towns and just trying whatever's on the side of the road. Not like roadkill or anything, but like, you know, when there's like,
Not roadkill!
like when there's like
When they're
farmers
like,
and
I'll
stuff.
buy this for $3 for $2 and they're like
Yeah,
lemons or something. Yeah. I love that you say regional. That was like where I grew up. People would do that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They just like put them out the front of their house and, you know, sometimes it was like fun stuff and sometimes it was just like lemons. We did lemonades one time. We have a lemonade tree that was massive and it produced so many lemonades. And there's the only thing you can do. Ooh, there's this little one. The only thing you can do with like lemonades is make lemonade, and it's yummy because you don't have to put sugar in it or anything. But like, there's only so much you can drink, you know.
Yeah.
So we put like a box of it out the front and thinking people were gonna come and take like a few of each because it was just for free. Someone just came and took the whole box.
I don't blame them.
I was like, okay, cool. Well, I guess we didn't need that box. Oh, there's the Pidgey again.
Whatever is made by humans is not healthy. The only healthy food is if you grow your own fruit and vegetables.
I mean, healthy is not just like
Yes.
one food. It's having a balance of all sorts of foods.
Sometimes healthy can be for my brain.
Yeah, like having something that's typically not healthy is fine as long as you have a balance of other things with it.
Harley Quinn cosplay.
Cosplay?
Old fish homie. Come here.
It's the new Magikarp. I'm so... Oh my god.
Cosplay.
When I do my Magikarp cosplay, I need to edit a meme that says, "Come do cosplay with me."
That's so good.
Oh my god. Someone remind me of that, like,
You know,
later in the week.
you know what my favourite type of cosplay was, Juge? There was actually this lady from Tasmania. Do you know?
Not a single idea what you're talking
Google
about.
search trout lady.
Trout lady.
Is this the part where I go, chat and caught a different fish?
I mean, I'm making a very... You can Google it on my computer. Heaven deserves to see that one.
Deserves to see. Okay, okay.
That could be a very bad thing.
What's the girl with the trout? Is what I'm
To
saying.
go
No,
with the
just search trout lady.
Yeah, that's what came up first.
I mean, they do, but everything's chemicals. Everything is chemicals.
Apple is chemicals.
Yeah,
What's
that's
going
what.
on with
The
this
world
trout
is
lady?
chemistry.
This is
That's her.
yep.
Pair charged over Tassie Trout Lady Cemetery videos. What?
She put the trout somewhere on video.
Oh goodness me.
Oh my god. I would say I gotta do a
Veterinarian,
Magikarp
okay.
cosplay. Cosplay now, but I don't want to still have a spread. I love it. I love it. Full support, Tali.
Yeah, this is quite the story. Like,
Whoa.
there's so many things that thankfully
Basic
preemptively below.
Fire Energy Golds and Porma EX.
Do you have any other fun stories like that?
About
Yeah.
trout ladies?
Yeah, do you have any other runner-ups? It's really hard to follow that one up.
Have you heard about the eye ladies?
The what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, don't Google that one.
The what, Blake?
No.
The Mind Goblin.
Magikarp cosplay, now TM by trademark. You can't even say it. Like, I was just that speedy. What's a Fable EX? Miss Physics class. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. And Poppy, full art.
So back to you showing the card to the camera even when you weren't live. Never did that, by the way, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
But I empathise with you because I can't open Christmas presents or birthday presents now without feeling like I'm live doing something. Anytime I open,
You open a present and you're like, all right, how do I sleeve this?
yeah, like I will open like a thing and like as if I am presenting it, and it's like, oh no, wait, this is for me.
It's like, I just have to present it to myself. Oh my god, that's so funny. I can't believe it was so like, it wasn't even conscious. It
No,
was
it's
while
not.
like I put it there while I leant over to get a
Yeah,
sleeve.
but you 100% angled it as if the camera could see it.
Oh, life is fun, hey.
Yeah, let's go back to drop kicking kids. Oh, how far? So yesterday I got Dan up on my shoulders. How tall do you reckon Dan is?
6'5"?
6'5". So I had him up on my shoulders.
Yeah, he told me about this.
It was.
There was discourse around this after it happened. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Good discourse, like.
Oh, just like we were very impressed.
Pardon?
We were very impressed. Yeah.
So I reckon if I wanted to, like, if that was a kit, alright, I'm several moves.
I mean, I think talking about this, I'm also like, what would you not do for $1 million? Because I think what we've established is there's not a lot we wouldn't do for $1 million.
$1 million is a house. The payments on, like, as in.
I mean, these days it's
I mean,
only just a house.
It's only just a house, but
I mean, that's not just, but yeah.
the house, the rates on it probably for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
which means that
It's life changing.
There's not a lot I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal.
No, I'd do some illegal stuff.
If I got caught, it'd be worth more than what I gained. So
Well, I mean, I think that's the key thing, right?
I'd lose more than I gained if I was caught for illegal things. So
The key part is the court bit.
yes.
What would be easier, Blake being Heather for a day or Heather being Blake? As in, like, Heather now has to deal with everything that goes on up here,
I was gonna say.
but she's cooked.
Blake being
It's like, do we swap bodies or jobs? Like,
Yeah. And how aware am I that I am Heather? Like,
Freaky Friday.
so we change bodies, and I have to.
You have to
prepare a
pretend to be
cosplay.
me.
But does everyone else know that you guys are swapped? We just
I
assume
suppose
that-
I can try and convince them. Like, she could go home to Brooke and be like, listen, I'm not actually Blake.
And how would
I
she
might
react?
I might go home and do that to her tonight.
Just in case, prepare.
Listen.
No, but if you do that, then if it actually happens, then
Then
I'll show up and it'll be like, stop pissing her out.
the boy who cried Freaky Friday.
Oh,
This is a whole Troy and Abed episode.
Yeah.
Troy and Abed community.
I reckon that Heather would have it worse.
yes.
Interesting.
Wait, why would you say yes?
I agree with you based off of the prospects of your job.
Although I would like to say that you've not grown up being a woman. So
That is true.
I feel like there'll be a lot of things you don't think about
Yeah.
until they happen. Like job-wise, totally
Yeah.
makes sense. But I feel like day-to-day wise, different. Pidgeot EX! Love him. So good.
Yeah, waking up's pretty easy for me. I didn't even brush my hair this morning. And no one will comment on it. If you didn't brush your hair in the morning, you get comments.
I mean, it's also just like, depending on what you wear, walking down the street, you've got to worry if someone's going to start like harassing you.
That is true.
Yeah. You give someone the wrong glance, they'll start yelling at you.
Yes,
Like,
that's true.
you know, it's fun.
I think I've told this story on stream before. There was a dishevelled person, and I don't like to be rude about that, but you need to be rude sometimes. And he was staring at a poor girl. And she hadn't paid attention yet, but you know the second she looked up and looked him in the eyes, it was on fire.
It's so like, it's such an awkward thing because you want to look at them because you want to know what they look like in case something bad happens.
Yeah, you want to be aware
So
of
you
the
can
situation.
identify them, or like, you know, that's where brains go, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, if something does happen, I want to be able to identify this person afterwards if we have to press charges or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that's the safety factor. But you also don't want to look at them for too long or they'll get really, like, antsy about it. So
this guy was like staring at her, and because he's stuck. So I made him and was like, oh okay, he's staring at this girl, and I'm like, look up, don't look up. And she unfortunately looked up, probably once she smelt it. The second her eyes met his, he's like, and so I got up and I stood in between them, and I'm like, I'm either going to get stabbed or I've saved the day. And he didn't stab me, so
that's a win.
yeah.
Well, there was a girl outside my old work who got harassed by a guy who I can't remember if he tried to steal her bag. I think he tried to steal her bag, but she gripped on really hard. And then he tried to steal her vape. And I sort of caught this halfway through, and I had no idea what was going on. And then someone else stepped in, and then my manager showed up. And so we were trying to, like, help her out, because she was struggling, and this guy would not leave her alone. And, yeah, he just kept, like, saying all this stuff and being like, oh, but you can't go to the police, like, you know, like, threatening us. So, you know, I went and got her safe to her work, and then we got in, and it was, like, fine. Then he came in 3 times that day and harassed us and said, like, threatening us if we ever called the police. Which obviously we did. Like, I mean, I don't think we did. We let the girl who was harassed do it because that was, like, you know, her right to. And then he came in for weeks. He followed me around the city.
Oh.
He apparently had followed that girl around the city before too. Like, yeah, nah, it was screwed. And then I saw him down the road here one day on the way to work, and I was like, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. Because we made eye contact, and I was like, shh. That was the moment. I was like, if I hadn't made eye contact, I would have been fine. But I was like, crap, is that him? And then I looked over, and then he was looking at me, and I was like, oh, no. Yeah. It's always the eye contact.
Yeah, the second you look.
It's like, damn it. I was like, I was hoping he'd forgotten, but... That makes me think everyone should change outfits for a day.
Yeah.
Or absolutely X.
Actually, we don't do that anymore. That's Bandit Cherry. Because Tabby dressed as me and wore a fat suit all day.
Oh my god.
And so...
that is not how you do it.
No. And so it's now officially banned. We're
That's
also
so
now no longer friends.
Belly butt for us.
I'm just hanging out alone.
That is a gold basic fire energy.
Come on, you sleepy dickheads. 3 more apples before dinner and I'm fine.
More metal EX. I just want to have another desserts week. The desserts week was fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm on now.
Oh!
Yeah.
I've got curries and stews this week.
Yeah, everyone's different.
It's funny how everyone was the same for a week. Oh, another Ninetales! Secret Aura. It's funny how everyone was the same for like a week, and then it's all changed. I guess because, are you back on the green grass?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it changes based on location?
Yeah, not sure, but I'm happy about it.
My only issue is that none of my Pokemon collect Moo Moo Milk, which means I can't make any of the fun desserts.
Yeah, that is rough. I'm so lucky I have big milkies.
This is the case break. Right now. We're like over halfway through.
That'd be about, that's probably 2 boxes.
Yeah.
If that.
So easy to get stalked when you have dyed hair. There's something about having bright hair that makes people think that, like, they're entitled to say whatever the hell they want to. Like, and sometimes that's, like, really lovely things. Like, it means they'll be like, oh, I really like your hair, which is cool, but more often than not, it's, like, an excuse to pull you out of the crowd and say something mean about you because you're so easy to, like, pick out. Houndor, Secret Aura. Which, I don't know, it's a bit of a trade-off, because, like, having, like, cool hair is so fun, but it also means that people don't really respect you. Reverum EX in Cigarra and Houndoom EX. But, I mean, that's a pretty mild compared to what a lot of people get for looking a bit different, so. Stop this being private online. But, like, this is the thing, like, a lot of the issues I've had in person, like, some of them have been from being online, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them have been people who, like, literally don't know who I am.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
it's
get
just-
behind that. I'm one of the most online people in Australia, and I've never had a problem.
Kita. Love her.
Like,
Yeah, it should be ended at like, oh, you shouldn't do that, and they're like, okay, but it never is.
yeah, no,
Never how it works.
I would be surprised if there's many people who are live more than I am day to day, and I've never had a problem with somebody ever. Ever. What about you, Jeeves? Other than problems with me and Red?
What, like just out and about?
Yeah. Do you have any problems out and about?
I mean, a couple of times, not exactly stream friendly, but yeah. It, you know, I totally understand. It's a terrible thing, and there's no like solvable solution.
It's very much like societal change, which happens slowly, but similar for like cosplayers. It's the sort of thing like for people that don't know it, they get very like, I don't know, it's sort of like it dehumanizes you to them. They think that you're like a mascot or like
Yeah.
an action figure, and like, yeah, they don't treat you as human. And sometimes that's in like a cutesy way, but sometimes that's in a not cutesy way.
The fact that cosplay is not consent needs to be a popular.
Oh, that has to be everywhere, or
The-
people don't listen. Like, it's like it's human decency, common human decency, but people are like, oh nah, they're wearing a costume of my favorite Disney princess, so it doesn't matter. Okay. But I think at least the people that are like the authority at a lot of cons and stuff are getting a lot better with it.
Yeah.
So I feel like as long as you have the support from like whatever system is doing whatever, that's great, because at least that makes the con a safe space, even if walking through the rest of the city in cosplay is not.
That's why you invested in that EV jumper.
Oh yes, well, it's good fun. I hate stereotyping, but the consistent bad experience I have in cosplay is always around construction workers. There's something about them when they're in their like little pack at a construction site.
Oh, they think they're so safe.
They think they're so cool and they can say whatever they want. Assholes. Absolute assholes. It's like the classic, like, you're in like a 60s film where they're like,
Yeah.
oi, girly, like, woo woo.
Walk your legs over this way, eh?
Yeah. Oh, literally that. And it's the sort of thing where I want to turn around and like fight them, but also, that's just going to entertain them more.
Yeah.
So it's,
Oi, she's fiery, yes.
yeah. Or what you can do to me. Like, I don't know. I just want you to be nice to me. Some fun chat. We've definitely changed vibes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's your
Yes.
big boy.
Oh, that's the line. There's a line.
Oh, someone else I know says that.
Now everyone has to laugh at me.
What? What? Oh, wait, because, yeah. You're going to get merch before I do.
I feel like cherry merch is you merch though. Because you're like the face.
Yeah. It's like, what a fuckhead to make the face of your company. What is Rachel doing? For what it's worth, he took the news of you getting international love a lot better than he took the news of me getting international love. So the first few conventions he went over, a lot of people were like, oh wow, you know, Blake's a really good breaker, you know, he's good, he's a good addition to the brand. And he'd fire up. He comes back, he goes across there, first big convention since Heather's been on board, and everyone's like, oh, the girl with the pink hair is such a good streamer, oh, we love Heather, you know, she's so good. And he comes back and he's super stoked.
Oh, God.
Me, however, oh no, he's just a little freak.
I mean, at least you had a name.
No.
Were they just like the other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The young fella.
Cool.
You know.
Well, that makes me feel a bit better.
Yeah. That's weird because usually the parents are quite nice about it. You actually got some unlucky there.
I feel like some parents don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I think some parents that take their kids along love it and, like, they're really into it. And they're like, oh, go on, like, go take photos, go do this, and they'll organize everything for them. I think some parents get, like, dragged along.
Oh, yeah, so they're already in bad
and they
way.
haven't been informed about how it works, or they haven't been, like, open to how it works beforehand. And then they get I feel like that's usually the bad experiences. I've had a lot of parents that will come up and they'll give you compliments, but they'll be at, like, the expense of other cosplayers.
Oh, yes.
And that always makes me really uncomfy. It's like when they're like, I had this one lady who, I think her, like, kid had, like, run off to get a photo with someone, and so she, like, came over and was like, oh, hey, like, I love your, I can't remember, I think it was the day I was wearing Kim Possible, actually. And she's like, oh, I love the hair, it looks so good. Everyone else here, and she started, like, trash talking everyone else's, like, orange wigs and how, like, unnatural they looked. And I was like, you shouldn't say things like that. Like, everyone here put heaps of work into their costumes and they look amazing.
Yeah, you don't need to tear other people down.
Like, come on.
Kim Possible, I think, was the year I made it.
I think so. Because I've only done it once.
Oh, well, then there it is. That narrows it down.
Do you want to take out?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cool. Excellent.
Pidgeot EX.
Have a good weekend, buddy. You too. Bye, everybody.
See you.
Enjoy editing. I don't know how you can do things that you do at work at home.
Oh, that's a much different ballgame.
Oh, yes.
Very good.
Good night.
Did you shock yourself again?
I don't know. I must be electrically charged or something. Yeah, no.
Oh, another gloom full art.
Oh, yes. It's always weird when you, like, think like that, but so many, like, from what I can tell is my dim sim is probably Bindy's age or younger than.
I think a lot of, like, I had a lot of bad experiences when I was, oh my God.
There she is.
I love her. So good. No, I feel like when you're a kid or a teenager and you go to these things and you're cosplaying for the first time, it's really awkward because typically you haven't established yourself in any sort of community. And, like, some people have, and that's amazing. Keep them because you'll need them later. But often if you're just starting out and you don't know people, then you get stuck in situations that you don't always know how to react to, which is completely not your fault. It's absolutely the other people's fault. But, like, it can be really hard dealing with it. And I think that's why a lot of people have, like, stories of when they first started that are not great. Again, not their fault at all. I hate that it happens. It's just, like, I don't know. Like, I have plenty of stories of, you know, when I've been underage and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, when someone corners you at a convention and, like, won't let you leave until you've given them certain information, like, that's awkward. That's, like, not cool.
Bill, hello, how are you?
Bill's
yeah.
back.
No, you're absolutely right. And I tell you what, and so I consider myself very much a cosplay spectator.
Yes.
Because I'm at the conventions all the time. I'm always there. I very much like, you know, it is something that is very appealing. Like, so you look like, if someone's in a cool costume, you look. If someone's in like a sexy costume, you look.
Yeah, you admire it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like admiring a costume and like that someone looks good in it or how much work they've put in it is like absolutely expected. It's very much when you cross the line.
Yeah.
You know, you start getting inappropriate with the things you say or when people start like touching.
Yeah.
People start like looking in a really creepy way. You know,
Yes.
that's a thing. Taking photos without consent, that's like, I think the biggest cosplay issue
Yeah.
that
And
people have.
you see so much of it, especially like where I am. And like sometimes it's a funny, awkward interaction. You're like, that's funny. And then other times like, wow, that's so fucked up.
Yes. And there's sometimes a very fine line and
Yeah.
sometimes there's not. They've just straight up like,
Yeah.
or Tyranitar, yes.
Like the funniest one is the people who are so nervous they can hardly function.
Yes.
Because is that a second
And
one?
the second one!
Wow.
Oh my god.
Who got dark?
That is crazy.
Is that it? The case break? Darkness, Heath Fleming, congratulations. Yeah, and so like, because I'm very socially awkward, I don't want to pop anyone's bubble, but I am very hyper aware of my social interactions. And so it's funny to see other people who are,
Yes.
because you overthink being polite.
Yes.
And yeah. And so like, I don't know.
The difference between
Oh,
cool
yes.
cosplay and cool cosplay. Oh my god.
Oh, Bill's figured that one out pretty quickly.
No, you'd think that like not touching is common sense. You would be surprised. You would be very surprised. I think what I was most surprised about is, one time it happened to me and I tried to stand up for myself, which was like a very new thing for me a couple
Yes.
years ago. And I was very proud of myself for doing it, but like it's not always easy.
No.
And yeah, the people around me didn't stand up for me with me, and it was sad. But here we are. Ortega for art.
How you doing?
Doing good.
That's lots of Obsidian flame spacks on the ground.
Oh, geez, got a big clean-up job Monday morning.
Jeez Louise. Oh boy. Can you tell me how this is going to come back and clean it all up?
I have not.
I guess here we are.
Rough. Rough. Alright, have a good weekend.
You too.
Adios amigos.
Goodbye. Hey, not an amigo.
Adios wanker.
I'd rather be a wanker than an amigo. Amigo is Bailey, Magda, and Andrew Caruana, with occasionally DDC and Robbie Coleman involved too. So, amigo's quite an insult.
That is that's the full three amigos.
Yeah.
What is it, Huey, Dewey and...
Yeah.
Huey, Louie and Dewey? No.
They're just pooey, pooey, and pooey.
Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's it is messed up. I thought, like, I'm looking at the bin and there's like a red tissue in there. I'm like, he just left his nasty ass bloody nose tissue. It's obviously Lisa's paint.
Oh. So much has happened today that I've forgotten.
It's kind of like a big day of streaming is huge.
Yes.
Fuck off about the bin. I don't want to explain it to Heather. Well, I'm going to have to now.
Yes, you are. Another River Room EX.
So there's a football product that came out called Natural Treasures. There might be a box of it around you. But
Palafin and Vespa Queen?
that Palafin's so cool.
So cool.
But they did a hidden card in the top of the box. And so to look at, instead of just watching the video back to see if I could see if there was any in there, I grabbed the bin bag that was there and just opened it and had a look through.
Yeah.
And people let me have it. They were brutal. Do you know the big boy shirt we have?
Yeah.
Somebody turned it into bin boy.
That's why people were saying bin boy before. Oh, that makes so much more sense. I was so confused. I was like, I don't know where this has come from, but sure.
That's so fuck.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
And it wasn't for anyone's benefit except the people. Oh, Zenpai, wake up, mate. No, unfortunately we are out of Obsidian Flames ETBs.
Oh, that was speedy.
Yeah.
The Charizard card did it.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Oh, Gita in the full art.
Yeah, I imagine that'd be like going to a convention. Like if you cosplayed in Western Sydney, look out. Pre-gentrification. You go on the train in and you cosplay, game over.
Well, I used to go to every convention on PTV, but it was like a lot of PTV.
Yeah.
And usually, as per usual with conventions, buses replace trains.
Yep.
In an area that was very not like that accepting, which was like fine once you got into the city,
Yeah.
but like very
Whoa.
awkward.
There's
It's not
Rev.
River Room EX. Such a funky card.
Yeah, I get that. The old backpack cosplay.
Yes. That was some days I would do, I don't know, I think I usually tried to wear like some of it and not other bits, but I didn't like carrying a big backpack around with me.
Yeah.
So I used to take like a change of shoes, and that was, I don't know, sometimes like a jacket or something to put on top.
The big EV coat.
Yes, well that's now my convention must-have.
Yes.
It's so cozy and warm.
Well, especially considering conventions inside are so warm.
Yes.
And then the second you get outside, it's like, okay, no, I'm freezing
Absolutely
again.
freezing.
Especially if it's like a cosplay that's not exceptionally clothesy. You know?
Feel like an outsider? Spoiler alert, everyone feels like an
Yeah,
outsider.
no.
That's when you're in a room full of geeks, they all feel like they shouldn't be there. And it never quite goes away.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like once you make friends that you see regularly, if you do go to a lot of conventions, it's a lot of, like, I don't know, it's a lot easier. But yeah, everyone feels weird. Every time I dress up in cosplay and go to a convention, I'm like, oh crap, what if there isn't actually, like the convention isn't on today? I just like got my dates mixed up. Just show up and it's like a, I don't know, some kind of like baby festival, and I'm like, oh god, this is not what I signed up for. Another Sizor. Secret Aura.
Yo, same Dooley. Oh, the World Champions Pokemon Go event's on.
Yeah, and all of the other ones. They're all going on simultaneously.
Oh, beautiful.
They
Oh, yeah,
all
hidden
have
gems.
different Twitch channels. They have like a Pokemon Go one and a Pokemon TCG one, and I think the normal Pokemon usually has Scarlet Violet at the moment.
How do you get good at Pokemon Go competitive?
I think it's about building a good team
Oh, yes.
for when you do the fighting, because there's still the fighting part in it. Because they have competitive, like ranked battles that you can do. There you go. We're almost through it. Almost.
Oh, big day.
There we go. All right. No, I was about to go one by one. There's too many cards to do that. Save that for the last bit. Or Pormot EX.
Yeah, that's me too. Anytime I knock my head, I get real scared.
Skwovet, Amouge, Dragonair, Pidgeotto, Dragonair, Varoom, and Claydol to finish us off. And that is the case break.
Wowee. Huge effort.